here, eh?
I'm going to go exploring.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm doing a voiceover because my game didn't record.
So,
The mic
welcome,
wasn't working
sir.
while playing. The
Contrary, if
OBS
you think me a
betrayed me.
liar,
So
then
here we are
buy
doing
something and see
some
the truth.
quests.
The item you
And
requested is
right
complete.
now we are duplicating
Here you are,
the
sir.
Jadeite
Use it well.
jewel. So we can give Jadeite orb. Okay, that's the name. So we can give it to the merchant and to the
I see
to
you desire
his.
one of my masterpieces.
It's not a
Very
worker,
well.
but to
I shall have your order
his
crafted
employee.
in good time.
I don't know,
A
so he
little
can run and
patience is
sell
all
it
I ask.
and have a better life. And we also bought a Bistron mask because I overheard some royalty at the city saying that to pass the gates
to
through
see you again.
Batol, only Bistron
We have
merchants
acquired
can
a
pass.
forgery.
So I thought
I cannot
if
speak
I
to its
had the
users,
mask,
though
I
I'm sure
could
we'll think of
pass
something.
by. But no,
My
you need a
heart
permit.
shies from the thought of
So,
using
yeah.
it for deception.
That's
But that
it.
decision is not mine to make.
We just bought that, and yeah.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb?
And we gave him the orb, but
Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must... You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come. I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
yeah, and I was like, oh no, bye bitch, I will not go with you. I was not expecting him to doubt
We
me.
make for Ibrahim.
He's a smart NPC, so I ran and he attacked me. But I managed to escape.
Come along. We make for
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
There you are! Pray, tell
While
me.
escaping, we
Have you
gave
found the
him
Jadeite
the
orb?
orb.
Oh,
real one.
thank you! Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I hope Sir Offal shall lead a life free of cares, now that we have released him from his shackles.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome. We shall have to rely on our others.
Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's manor, are you? Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask that how you present yourself when visiting someone, and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
Yeah, he was talking about the fancy mage that lives
Right, follow
uphill,
me.
so I thought, oh, I think this is the quest to get new spells. So we went there with our fully clothed, the garments, I mean. We are royalty now, and we went there to see if it works. And he indeed let us in his mansion. These quests are to get the new spells. You will have to find 5 grimoires.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter.
You may enter. And we entered. And you will see I will do the quest. I will duplicate the grimoires. You can give him the duplicated ones. And then you will have another quest to Trysha. And she will teach you as well a few spells in that quest that I will
Now
do
then, what
after
business
this
have
one.
you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination.
Things will sort themselves out.
Interested in my
Spend all day here. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Apart from my joints, I've naught to complain of.
Need anything?
I suppose I'm tired.
Let him
Barely slept a wink.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
Have you found any grimoires? Very well. Then your trial is complete, and I shall teach you my magic in time. Patience, my pupil. I merely wish to observe your skills a little longer. Well, well. Take caution in the practice of magic. I hope you're made of sterner stuff than that. You bear the talent for the acquisition of magics. One I would nurture by teaching you the culmination of my art. I do not do so lightly, for this technique is volatile in the extreme. But I trust that you will be able to control it.
We are going to Trysha's house. Is in the north of the map where we start the game mostly.
Grateful I get to lead a quiet
And you have to talk with her without her family. She has to be alone, so she can ask you for the grimoires. Here I try to put him outside, and I spoke with her. Yeah, they will never leave, so you just grab them and bye, stay there.
What is it?
Now you can speak with her.
If you're looking for Gran, she's out. 'Tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye out for. Let's see. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would be thrilled to have the lot. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray hand them to me when she's not at home.
And yeah, you can now give her the grimoires, but you have to give them to her while she's alone again. In my case, the grandma was dead, so I had to resurrect her. You have to see if you have both NPCs alive, or if you need to go to Vernworth and resurrect one of them, like me. I went here. You can go to the guys with the coffins, the crypt, I think
that the
it's the name.
bodies of those I beg you to conduct yourself with care.
And you speak with
a
Zenon,
reverence
and
befitting
yeah, you
of
have to
one
pay to
who
resurrect
walks
people. So
among the
in my
dead.
case, I had Glindor as well. I don't know why he's dead, but yeah, 10,000 to resurrect these two. I need to be alive to complete this
I
quest.
have
Then you
placed a
resurrect her
mark
and you
on the
come
body
back,
you
you
seek.
give the grimoires, and yeah. It's a really simple quest to do, you just need to find the grimoires. If you don't know where they are, you can see online the locations. I just found them because I explore everything. And yeah, the resurrection, you have a little cutscene
Regarding
that I
the Queen
wasn't
Regent
expecting.
and an important personage you...
She's alive!
You have my gratitude.
You're welcome. Don't die again. And we can return to Trysha. Oh, don't forget to put your pawns outside because they are always in the way.
By your leave, Arisen. Arisen?
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Would that I had a reward for you. But I'm afraid I've little gold of my own. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis a ring my father gave me. 'Tis only fitting, really, given he was the one who forbade my studies in the first place. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket. Now, I'd best take my leave of you. I've my studies to attend to.
Miss Trysha was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
You have my support.
Now we just have to wait while she learns all the spells. You can rest in this campsite near the house, or you can go and do other quests while you wait.
Then I shall remain by your side. Well,
And we are ready to go back. Yeah. What you need to do now, you have to stop her, but don't kill her, please. It's only a child. Don't do that. That's awful. You just need to grab her while she stops her spells.
Trysha! Not again.
And let the pawns attack. Be careful with your pawns.
Our involvement is only like to cook a further harm. Her life is in your hands, Master. Pray see her to safety.
Oh, I forgot they do not attack. Okay. Now you just have to go after her. She will teleport everywhere, and when she cannot teleport anymore, you grab her. And after you finish this quest, you will learn a couple of spells. My pawns are not that smart in this quest, I don't know why. Now it's done.
Trysha! Trysha! Oh, my darling girl. We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trysha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days to see how she fares.
Understood.
Why, 'twould seem I've you to thank for saving me as well as Gran. Who could have suspected things would happen as they did? 'Twas as though my very self was about to vanish. Gran said 'twas because the magic within me is many times greater than 'tis within other people. She's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly wait. Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. But when my magic was all out of control, I learnt a sort of technique. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
I'm not sure what's best here.
This might surprise you, but I've already mastered a variety of magics. And since you've been so kind to me, I'd like to teach you a special one. Are you keen?
Isn't to be found in the city.
How goes it?
Ah, you've come. My thanks again for your aid in saving Trysha's life. Now, I have a question for you, and I beg you to answer it honestly. 'Twas you who helped Trysha acquire a grimoire, was it not? I shan't condemn you for it. You couldn't have known the dangers 'twould pose, and nor could Trysha. The fault lies with me for my reticence. You see, a similar deluge of magic to the one you witnessed consumed Trysha's mother, and she perished. Her father feared the same fate would befall his daughter, and bade me to keep her from dabbling in magic. But now that Trysha has awoken to the wellspring within her, I will need to teach her to control it. She will have her wish after all. You've been good to me, to us. I'd wager 'tis about time I showed my gratitude. I mean to teach you one of my techniques. I've every faith you'll use it wisely. Take this, with my blessing.
Dear me, the list is never ending.
After doing those quests
Very well.
to learn
I
new
shall await
spells,
further
I
orders.
went back to Vernwood to speak with Brent, but I
Good
found
tidings
this
to you.
quest. You speak with
I
Margit.
thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out. It's a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ildua's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right.
And she refers that her husband went into a mission sent by some kind of noble, and yeah, I was like, okay, let me just rob you first.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I stumbled upon this quest. It was really random. I didn't know this was a quest at first, so I continue robbing her, and I found a diary. Noble's diary. The role of the oracle is integral to the nation and not one easily replaced. Does the oracle's disappearance? Yeah, you can pause that. I thought I left more time to read it, but no.
Suppose I ought to be used to this by now.
I continue exploring the city, and I came across this guy near the fountain,
A fine
and
place to
he
harvest
wanted
some
to speak with
ingredients.
me.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night, and I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
And we find out the plot. So you can return to his wife, Gregor's wife, and tell her about the machinations of the other noble. And she will ask you to save her husband. His husband? How do you say it? I forgot.
As I've said, my husband has left to slay a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I can't tell you when he'll return. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband?
Let's tell the tea.
What? No. You mean... not my Gregor?
Yes, you're Gregor.
Sir Arisen, I beg of you. You must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
We must
And
fly
prepare
the
to
aid
do
of
this
those
quest
in need.
because it's really, really far away. It's in the mist forest, or how do you call it? So you have to go all the way to the forest. The quest will tell you where it is. You just need to fight everything until you go there. Be prepared to fight this and just sleep. Don't come here at night, it's harder. You just have to follow these torches that you can see. You just go around the lake.
In another world,
I didn't found
that a
it
forgotten riftstone lies
quite
nearby.
already.
Shall I escort you there, Master?
I mean,
One moment.
it was a little
I believe we are bound for...
confused
Yes.
how to reach
I know the place.
the monster, but
Then
you just
follow
follow this road and you go all the way
Seemed
around
little choice but to set out
the
for
map.
the place.
Don't stray from the path like I did. So yeah. You will go to that destroyed village and you can go around and you will see the Dullahan fighting Gregor. And in this quest you cannot kill it. If you kill it, the quest will be bugged. I don't know why. So they are fighting and you just need to survive. So don't kill the monster like I did.
You! What are you doing? I had not thought aid would come. Hold fast, soldiers! All is not lost yet!
At last, it all becomes clear. No harm shall come to you.
Yes! Once more!
I can hardly believe it. I fought a Dullahan and shall live to tell the tale. But, fie! I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive. But I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case. And when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. It will be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
And as you can see, because we killed the monster, the quest is not progressing. The mark on the map is still here. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to resurrect everyone. So I went back to the city, I came back here, I resurrect everyone, they still were here. And I was like,
the sky is radiant
what can I do? So I needed to see some YouTube videos
You have my support.
and search in the internet to see how can I do this. So the trick is you are here, meanwhile I'm a mage. You came back and you left the game, and you just log in again and the monster will appear. Yes, I thought, oh, maybe I need to resurrect them, like I said, but no. You just need to log in again into the game. So it can reboot or something like that. And then you can kill it. No, I mean, don't kill it. You will fight the monster again. And you can finish the quest. You go back to Vernworth and speak with them. And the quest is done. And they will give you a sword and a shield, I think. Yes. And that's it. Just log in now again and the monster will appear. Yes, you have to fight it a second time if you are like me, unlucky. It's around 2 minutes the fight that you have to survive, I think. So yeah, that's it.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's rescue. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Prepare yourself!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Well done.
You have my protection.
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is right to throw off balance.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly do.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'm glad to see you in such fine fettle, Arisen. You're even more impressive.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Too quiet here for my liking.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
I trust you will comport yourself properly.
Over here, if you please.
And back at Fenworth,
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
Trying to see
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance.
what other quests
despite the
we could
hardships of their
do.
work.
Then a bribe might avail
I
us,
went to the
should the time
castle
come.
looking for Brent. I forgot he only appears at night at the tavern. But I was like, oh, can I find him working at the castle?
If that is your destination,
And one soldier
cannot
came to
follow.
us
But have you some
and gave
business
us a new quest, as you will see. We have an ox cart here. I don't know where it leads. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe it's only in the future, because I never seen an ox cart entering the city, the castle.
Well, always a pleasure.
The latest tidings from Melf came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. It was
Just
a
trying
tragedy
to
those
speak
who
with
suffered the
every
beast's
NPC that I
attack,
could
to be
find
sure.
and see if
thought
I
to myself, and indeed,
had any
still,
new
that
quests around the castle, because I almost never came here.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location?
And you just follow him and he will give you a quest about a sword. But you can only do it when you can go to battle. So yeah, I was like, okay, I cannot do this. So he was like, speak with me,
pray,
and we
take
are
this.
in the bushes.
It's a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures.
This was funny.
'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
And finally we went to speak with Brent. And this time I really went to him. And we started the quest, the coronation, that I didn't finish because this was the first thing that I did, I think, or the first part of this video was speaking with Brent, or the second, I don't know, before doing all of those quests. Oops, I'm always dropping that candle.
To attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
And yes, you have to dress accordingly. Once again, you need to change your clothes. And because he said that you needed to be certain. Yes, don't sell these clothes, please. You will use them a lot. He would tell you that we will be... Okay, finish everything you have before leaving to this quest.
All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart.
Yeah, because of this phrase, I did all of those quests before because I was like, oh, maybe this is changing. Maybe we have to finish all the quests that we have.
Preparations are
so I said no.
Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
And yeah, that's why I did all of these quests that you saw already. And yes, that's it. That's the video that I couldn't record the audio because OBS didn't turn on the microphone. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching and see you on the coronation next. Bye.